Welcome back everyone to the channel for another video. This is Q50 Beast. Today we'll be taking a look at the 2019 Nissan 370Z, the Nismo version. If you've been around this channel for a while, you know this is a very special car for me, as I'm a Nissan guy. I love me a Z, and I love the fact that this is baby Godzilla. But guess what? We're gonna show you what we did to actually make this thing Godzilla. We got this thing track ready, built for speed. Let's go ahead and get into the tune. All right, so going over to the conversions, the engine swap, we put that 3.8 liter V6 twin turbo. This is the engine from the mighty GTR Godzilla. All right, over to the drivetrain, we left this thing rear wheel drive. For the engine, we went with the race intake, a race fuel system, a race ignition. We went with the race exhaust, race camshafts, race valves. We also went with the race engine block displacement, race pistons, a race twin turbo. We upgraded that turbo, a race intercooler. We did nothing with oil cooling, and we went with the race flywheel. All right, moving over to the brakes, we went with race brakes. We went with race suspension, race front anti-roll bars, race rear anti-roll bars. No training wheels on this thing. Race suspension. Look how low this car looks. Looks really good, right? All right, nothing with the chassis reinforcement, and we went with the full weight reduction on this car. Moving over to the clutch, we went with the race clutch, a race transmission. We went with the race differential. All right, so for the tires, we went with the drag tire compound for this drag build. We did nothing with the front wheel, left it narrow, and we put 295s all the way wide in the rear. All right, find the lightest wheels you like. We went with these and painted the lip chrome. Thought it looks pretty good. Nothing with the front wheel, left it the same size at 19s and put 21s in the rear. For the rear track width, we went all the way wide, and the front track width, we went all the way wide to help with the handling. All right, looking at the arrow, we did nothing in the front. In the rear, we went with this wing. It helped us with our top speed. The stock one looks pretty good, but we went with this one, the carbon fiber wing. Something different. All right, we went with this rear end on the car. It looks pretty nice, and it helped with the top speed. And we went with the Nismo side skirts. Moving over to the hood, we went with the stock hood. This one looked pretty interesting to us, but I really like the stock look, so we stayed there. I like the stock look. All right, so going over to the tuning, for the front tires, we went 31.5 in the front and 15 in the rear, so we can get that power down to the road. No spinning for us, 15 in the rear. Gearing, 224 final drive, 370 first gear, 245 second gear, 180 third gear, 135 fourth gear, 105 fifth gear, and for the sixth and final gear, 0.75. For the alignment, rear camber, we went 0 to keep that tire from spinning. Front anti-roll bars, we left alone. And for the rear, we went 65 all the way hard. Springs all the way soft in the front and all the way hard in the rear. All right, so over for ride height, we went 4.3 in the front and 4.6 in the rear. Dampening, rebound stiffness, all the way soft in the front and all the way hard in the rear. For the bump stiffness, all the way hard in the front and 6.9 in the rear. Okay, for the aero in the rear, we went 221 all the way towards speed. Brake we did nothing with, and differential we didn't touch. With this car, it's a simple and easy launch, and we are off to the races. No spinning. Look at how smooth this thing gets up and down the track through the gears. And we're climbing. We are climbing with this thing. This is a Z, and we put 189.19 and a half mile. And this is what the car looks and sounds like from the inside. Pretty cool. A lot of good attention to detail. I always love this car. One of my favorites. And this thing gets up and down the track. Listen to that thing. Oh man, that 3.8 liter twin turbo sounds great in this car. All right, so we'll go ahead and put this thing in the 1/4 mile and see what we can get out of it. Simple and easy launch, and we are off to the races. No spinning. This thing gets up and down the track smoothly through the gears at 165.02 in the 1/4 mile. This is what the car looks like from the outside. It is very planted, as you see. No spinning again. This thing is really good for drag racing. You can put this thing on the road, do anything with it. Road races, yeah, we're gonna get a video for that as well. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like, share, and subscribe. This is Q50 Beast. Peace out.